Black people, we gotta do better. Our life is not just about waking up every day and sending our precious children into institutions that are similar to jails. And I'm talking about the educational system. That you know for yourself, parents, is teaching your child lies. Teaching your child how to become a slave in an economy that is not theirs. We teach them to beg for jobs that we don't create and leave to them because we'd rather go to the clubs, we'd rather buy $500 pair of Jordans, we'd rather go hang out and eat foods that is not conducive to our biochemical structure. And we are feeding them principles that has no value. How can we get up every day and marvel at life as if this is our journey in faith? You say that the white man is wrong for not giving you jobs. It's not the white man's fault that you don't have a job. Why don't you create something for yourself that you could pass on to your children so that they don't have to beg nobody else for something that will preserve their life, their principles, their morals, their power, and their ability to see themselves as something other than what the institutions is teaching them. And we like to say that this generation is worse than the last generation. But this is because the last generation was raised by parents and adults with minds like children to see life in the form of debt, disease, and to become a part of these elements. And we wonder why they don't respect us. You send your children to school to eat food that is processed, genetically modified, altering their DNA, then you wonder why they can't sit still in the school. Just think with me for a second. Take the history of the educational facility in which they brand our history as just slaves. You are what you think and you are what you teach a man. Because you pass yourself and your energy through that man by way of the force and spirit of what you say to that next man. So just imagine the foods being genetically modified and processed, fed to our children, killing their DNA. And then you feed their minds with history of enslavement. So not only are they being attacked mentally and physically, but they're being attacked spiritually from people whom they're supposed to trust, which we call their parents. Our children do not respect us. And it's justifiable. They are justified in how they see us, how they perceive us, and their perception of who we are. When you leave a child, a job that you've been working for 20 years, you are leaving them something that is not theirs. We beg for education from a people who we know has lies within the elements of their textbooks. And you think that your child is supposed to be better than who they are? When you send them to an institution and feed them this filth? And then you have fathers who are not present in the home because of their emotional attachments to something that they can't let go. Instead of focusing on their children and building a bond with the child to make sure that they don't accrue the same curse that they accrued over the course of their lifetime. They'd rather stay in the muck of a past situation that has moved on. But then you get mad when another man step up to teach your child, right? You can't be mad because all children of the world is our children. And where one man is slacking, another man who has principle, morals, and potential for that thing that you are still emotionally connected to will step up and play that role. Because a real man will see a child, even if they're not biologically theirs, as their own. Our children are suffering. They are calling out for help, but you can't see it because they are masking it with the actions that you see today. They have to do something in order to mask or hide their hurt, their pain, their mental suppression. Because the same energy they get at school, they are getting it in the household. And I feel sorry for our children. And I call out to the ancestors to surround our children and protect them. I send positive energy to those who are lost because I know how it is to feel lost. I was in foster homes. I saw my mother get beat. I was in group homes where they only adopted me for the state benefits. The system is fucked up. And we put our trust in the system and we throw our children to the system. A child is not going to respect you unless they see you respecting yourself. You have to give them something to look up to, a force and a power to connect themselves to, because it is you who they come from. So when they see you laying around and bringing different guys and different women around them, this is the records that is going to be recorded and their morals and principles. These are the solutions and activities that you are telling them indirectly. It is cool. It is fine to waste your time doing things that is not conducive to your journey. You have to respect children. I don't care what you say. I don't care what your age is. Because I don't see a body or a number. I see a soul that is looking for guidance, that is looking for power to be able to become something other than what the world is telling them. The food of the educational system, whether it be in the books or in the cafeteria, is killing our children. And you all better wake up and see it. Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm out. Peace.